everybody with J&J True Outdoor Adventures. I'm going to do something a little different than what I've done before. You've seen my reloading videos, you've seen my hunting videos, you've seen videos of product reviews, a little bit of prepping review. I don't know if you call it prepping, but some knives. But I had a hunting knife, a Buck 119E, that my son Jared had got me for Christmas or Father's Day. I can't remember for sure what day it was, but the sheath on it is a corduroy type case with a plastic insert, so when you wear it and you're walking through the woods, it's clacking around. So I wanted to see if I could get something better, and it turned me into doing a little bit of leather crafting. I'd made a sheath for my Leatherman kick that I found while ATV riding several months ago, and I went to Hobby Lobby and I got the kit, and you get 3 pieces of leather already pre-cut, already punched for stitching. You get a needle, you get some thread, wax thread, and the snaps are already on it. So basically is, you know, if you want any tooling, you buy the tools, you do the tooling yourself, stitch it all up together, you got a sheath. So I decided to try to do my own, and I'll show you here in just a minute what I did. It's not perfect. I've been watching some videos here on YouTube on leather crafting and so forth. So in no way is this a beginner's thing or anything like that, me trying to teach you how to do leather work. No, I'm not going to teach you how to do leather work. I'm just going to show you how I did it. And the thing is, anybody can do it. It's not that hard. Just a few tools. If you don't want to do tooling and you just want plain leather, you don't need no tooling. It's just a couple tools. So a real sharp knife, some way to punch the holes in it, and a needle and some thread and some leather. But I'll show you what I've done. Okay, this was the Buck case, and you can see it's corduroy, and there is the plastic. I don't even think you can see it, maybe the glare, plastic insert. Here's the Buck knife. And when it's in the sheath, even if you got it snapped, this is on your belt. And you hear it. So what I've done is I wanted a sheath just like this one, so I made a pattern. There's the pattern, and basically what I've done, and you'll find out my mistake here in just a minute, I laid it down, traced it out, then rolled it over, got the other side. Okay, as you'll notice now, it says left-handed, right-handed. Didn't have that on there before. And what ended up happening was when I laid it on the leather, the smooth side, traced it out, ended up with a left-handed sheath. Now you could wear it on the left side. There's the belt loop that I made. Perfect. Or you could wear it on the right side. It's just this piece will be pointing forward. And when you draw it, of course you're going to draw the edge out. But after I made my mistake, it was too late, so I made it. But I marked the template, left hand, right hand. But I don't know if you can see it or not, I did all the tooling on it. Basket weave. I did all the stitching, made all the holes. I've done this all myself by hand. Put a little bit of reinforcing leather here, and put a piece of leather in between these two pieces. This is the back, You can see the stitching there for the belt loop. The other one, of course, is underneath where you can't see it. I put the snap in. And, of course, might get in trouble for this, but I stamped in buck. And then I put 001 JDB. This first case I ever made, all from scratch. Now the only problem was with this leather was already dyed and finished, and the tooling didn't take too good. It was hard to tool because you're supposed to, they call it case the leather, which is moisten it to where it will take the tooling. You can see I tried to put my initials here. You just barely see them because I can't get the leather wet enough. But there's the first case. Now I have a Camillus. You've seen my video on the review of this knife. Got this cloth case, and I'm doing my own little design. I'm not going to make it like this one. I was going to, and I made the template right-handed, left-handed, center line, traced the knife in and everything. Fold it that way, but I don't have the leather long enough to flip this around, come back on here to stitch it, or flip it around, come down inside it and stitch it. So I decided to do another design. This is what I've come up with. Of course, I've already got it stamped right-handed. I'm going to attach a ferrous rod holder left-handed. Now, I'll lay the knife in here on the fold, and I've got an edge marked here. I'm going to add another piece of leather, but it's going to fold up like this. Okay, come all the way around the grip, just like so. And then this is going to come over and actually snap right there. And then belt loop will be back here. And then right here on the side, I'm going to attach a piece of leather here for a ferrous rod to fit in. And that's going to be the case for that. And what I thought I would do is walk you through the process of me attempting to make my own sheath for that Camillus knife. This is a piece of the leather, 8.5 by 11. This is the rough side. This is the smooth side. This is veg tanned oil, veg tanned leather. Maybe not as thick I'd like to have it, but I think it'll work. And basically the template will go on. I'll try to hold it as close to the edge as possible, and then I will trace out this pattern, making sure I have the right hand up, so I know this is for right-handed. So all the smoothness is on the outside. And I'll trace around this, I'll cut it out, and I may do some tooling on this. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I'd do some videos showing you the process of me making a sheath for that Camillus titanium knife that you can get at Walmart for $9.99, $9.95, whatever. Like I said, you can see my earlier video where I done a review of this knife, taking it through some, I guess, bushcraft type stuff. Baton wood, okay. You know, it's not got a very long blade, but some small logs that can baton. You know, it feels good in the hand. Of course, like I said, watch the other review. This is going to be about making a sheath. So I'll probably have a lot of cuts in and out of the video to show the different stages that I'm doing. But that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, I'm going to show you a few tools. Now, of course, you don't need these. I picked these up after I done the buck knife. Got me a cutting mat from Walmart. It's about 10 bucks. Picked this up at Lowe's. It's just a square, small one, 12 inch, about 6.5 inch square. Main tools. Okay, I do have a kind of flex straight edge. The main thing you want is a good knife. You can cut them with what I call these box cutters. But make sure you got good blades, you know, interchangeable blades. You know, this one here is a cobalt. You just push the button, opens up, and you can change the blade. Good pair. This is Westcott scissors. Maybe cutting out the first, you know, instead of using an X-Acto. Of course, I do have X-Acto knife. Okay, I showed you the X-Acto knife. Picked this up at Walmart for a couple bucks. That's all. I picked this up. You can roughly use that to trim the edges of the leather instead of having square cut. You can bevel it. One tool I did buy is this tool here. It's a 5-in-1 do-it-yourself leather adjusting groover and case leather tools. It makes the stitching groove when you go to punch your holes for stitching. And then I did buy from Hobby Lobby. This is a 3-hole punch for punching the holes for the stitches. I don't remember what. Okay, this was $10.99 at Hobby Lobby. I've picked up other things. Of course, you need some thread, black or and it's wax thread. This is the sinew wax coated, and I believe the black is as well. You also, the kit I got came with a needle, but you'll need needles, at least one. $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. This is the one that came with the kit that I made my Leatherman case with. A couple pencils. Now what I ended up buying, this was quite expensive, was I bought a letter kit, put initials in stuff. Plus I had this. This is from my old days of engine rebuilding. It's a stamp set, small. It's got the numbers and the alphabet. And I did go ahead and pick up some rivets. And I did buy this. This was $20. And this is a basket weave stamping tools. There are 3 tools in this. That's the basket weave. I don't know what they call this one. And this is like a sunburst. Like I said, some of these you don't need. If you don't go to tool, you don't need these. You don't need a 3-hole punch if you want to use an awl. You actually use, got a Dremel tool sitting right here. You use a Dremel tool, small drill bit. Once you know where you can hand mark where you want your stitches, space them out evenly, and then get your leather folded. Use just binder clips and fold the leather onto itself and mark and drill through with your Dremel with a small drill bit one large enough for the needle to pass through, and you can drill all your stitching. So, let me get things light out here, and I'll get started. Okay, I'm going to, oh, you need to have sponge and water. Also, good to have some rubber cement. But you're supposed to case this leather first, and I think you need to do that before I do the tracing. So I got a little pan of water here. Get this leather wet. And I'm supposed to have it soaking wet. But you do want it wet. And I do apologize for the noise. I got the air conditioner running. When it's 80 outside, you gotta have the air conditioner. You're supposed to do this and let it dry until it's back to its natural color. Which they say takes about 5-10 minutes once you've gotten it all wet. Okay, so now we'll just wait and let this dry. They say it takes about 5 minutes, so we'll wait, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, as you can see, this leather's starting to dry. I think I could go ahead and do my tracing. So I want to put this somewhere where I have plenty of room, but have some leather left over for making the belt loop and for the Ferris rod holder. So what I'm going to do is lay the template out. You can take your awl. And basically, you're just going to scratch the leather, but you want to hold this down perfect. I'm trying to line this up close to the edge. I may have to do some trimming. I'm just going to trace it out. And of course, I'm not tracing perfectly because I can put on a little belt sander on my drill press, a little drum sander, excuse me, and take out any imperfections where I screw up and miss the trace line. Around the pattern, just take your time. I've seen a picture of this design, but I didn't see the sketch of the actual design, so just looking at the picture, decided to do my own. I think, yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you should be able to see where I traced that out. I got a shadow from the camera and the light. Apologize for that. But there, it's all sketched out. Okay, I'm going to try the X-Acto knife. Move some stuff here out of the way. So I have some room to turn. crease line. As close as possible. Keep him straight as best you can. Leaving the blade in the leather. These curves will be the hardest thing to try and cut. Done better if I used the scissors. Again, this is not going to be perfect. It's my design. And it's for me. I'm not making this for mass production or selling. Okay, just have to go back over it. As carefully as I can. Staying in the groove that I cut. You want real good sharp blades. I don't know how sharp this blade really is. It looked like it's fairly sharp. leather was starting to dry out. But there we go. There's the nice sheath. Like I said, don't worry about the edges. Take that too. You can even use a piece of sandpaper, sand this, to get it smooth. And then I got to put a piece of leather in here. So it'd be 3 pieces of leather. And this come around, snap like so. And that's what that'll look like. Of course, it's starting to dry out. I've got this much leather left to work with to make belt strap across the back and ferris rod holder. So take a little break here and we'll be back at it.